Hi, I'm Mary Crowley, and this is the 5th episode of Draw. I'm trying to get you interested in drawing, or doodling, or making lines. When I taught kindergarten through 12th grade, plus one college course, I had people who asked questions, people whom I could connect with, interact with. This is different. So, episode by episode, I am learning. All right, a lot of people say, I can't draw. They just rule it out. It would be like saying, I can't swim. You have to learn how to swim. Most people have to learn how to draw. There are a few lucky ones who know who they are, and they have the confidence to start drawing and stick with it. That isn't true of most of us. This easel, where I'm going to be showing certain things, shows the murals in Rutland City. They are quite wonderful, and this is a plug for going to see the murals. There is a rack card with the map on one side and some of the murals on the other side. The ones that you see here, I'll name a few. There's Batman. There is giraffes, and there is the giant mural, which is a face and then many words up to the right of the face. This mural makes clear that racism has been with us for a long time. So the murals are fun, they're instructive. Some of them show what we have in our area, some of them are just whimsical. So I encourage you to go see the murals. Find a rack card, follow the map, and you will be able to see. All right. People say, I can't draw a straight line. Well, yes, you can. You can draw a straight line. All you have to do is take your writing tool, whatever it is. I got a new box of markers. By the way, I keep my markers in an old tissue box. Anything will do as long as they're handy. You can put them back into that case or that box you got them in, but for me this is easier. So, can you draw a line? Yes. Here's a line. Here's another line. Here's another line. Here's a curved line. Here's a kind of squiggly line. L, S, D, D. There are lines. This is a scribble. And I'm going to fill up this space right here. A scribble, I'm not especially concerned where the lines are going. I like to scribble with a straight line. I think maybe most people do. It gets out the energy. It's relaxing. A doodle. For some reason, I like to use a curved line when I do a doodle. Here is a doodle that I did yesterday. And when I got through, I put in my face because I had too much to do. So there, in the spots in the doodle, I wrote down some of the things that I had on my mind. And when I got through, I thought, good, that's why I put the smiley face down in the corner. I didn't feel as if I had too much to do after I did it. I felt better. That's one of the things that making lines on paper does for you. It relaxes you. It makes you able to cope. Drawing. I have, and this isn't going to show right, but I'm going to put it up anyway. This is a page from my baby book. I was the first child, and my mother put into the baby book a drawing that I made at 2 years of age, 2 years, 11 months, almost 3 years old. And it is a bunch of people, I think. I'm almost sure. And down in the bottom on brown paper is a house. This is the kind of thing that I have read, and I am convinced that most children do. They just do it. They draw their way. They don't have any preconceived notions about what the drawing should look like. And just to make it clear, I'm going to put, I copied 2 of the people from the drawing that I made when I was almost 3. And look at the difference between the faces on my 3-year-old drawing and the face that's on that giant mural in Rutland City. Extraordinary, the difference. Both are valid drawings. There's nothing wrong with either drawing. All right, let me now do a quick drawing. What shall I do? I'll do a house. I'll do my schema for a house. I've done this over and over again. I have no desire to change it. There it is. There's the drawing of a house. It's a schema. It's not anything that I thought through carefully, but you know it's a house. It communicates. That's what visual language does. That's what drawing does. It communicates. All right, now, I am going to show you, first of all, something that I did. I have a friend who dearly loved her dog, Suki. And let's put Suki over the mural. There. Suki died in August, and I don't know whether I volunteered or whether my friend asked me if I would do a portrait of Suki. But anyway, I did. And so I took the photograph. And some of you have dear pets that you might like to draw after you get a little more confidence, perhaps. I went to a sketchbook, and first of all, I did, and these aren't going to show as well as I want them to, but I'll put them up anyway. First is a blind draw, a non-dominant hand drawing. It's using my left hand and not really being able to put down the lines where I wanted them. So there's no pressure to make it wonderful. Now, then the second drawing is a blind drawing. Again, I didn't know where I was putting the lines at all because I was looking at the photograph of Suki. I was looking at the dog. I wasn't looking at the paper. Then I turned the page and I did a quick gesture drawing and went back to it later and put words with it so that I would understand better. And then I tried it a 4th time. It didn't work. So I went to another piece of paper. And this is the resulting drawing. And I'm hoping this shows up. Yes, it does. And that is Suki the dog, as well as I could do it. I showed it to a friend and she said, "That dog is laughing." And I thought, oh good, I'm glad I got that across. Suki was a happy dog, I think. She had happy owners. Here is a drawing from the Rutland Herald, a beautiful drawing of a bobcat. And I believe that's a pencil drawing. That is more than just line. That is sort of an advanced drawing. All right, now I'm going to try today a picture from National Geographic. I have a lot of old Geographics, but the Geographic doesn't change that much. The Geographic features different places different animals, different countries, different peoples, different cultures. It is a wonderful magazine. I don't believe the snowy owl has changed that much. And at the same time that I was thinking I wanted to draw the snowy owl, I was reading about the snowy owl. The snowy owl lives in the far north, in the Arctic, and it travels sometimes 40 miles a day for 48 days. I'll say that again. The snowy owl, they have clocked it, 40 miles a day for 48 days. One owl they clocked had traveled 1,800 miles from Siberia to Alaska. And I am going to try this, and you will see this in a different way. I'm going to try the adult. What I did before I came this morning was I did a drawing with my non-dominant hand, my left hand. And so here it is. You can see my left hand doesn't behave. It just doesn't. But it's okay, because that's a seeing exercise. It's also drawing, but it's seeing. And that's one of the reasons to draw. You will refine your visual ability. You will see a great deal. So, another piece of paper, and on we go. I am going to do now a blind drawing. I don't want to take up all the time that's left, so I think I will do just what it's possible to do in about 3 minutes. All right, so here we go. Blind to the paper, blind to the paper, and looking at the snowy owl. And I'll start, where will I start? Okay, I'll start, here I'll start. All right, now don't look at the paper, Mary, I won't. Up. I pretend I'm an ant traveling along the head of the owl. Now it seems as if there is a portion of the wing that goes like so. Now, and then I can't look, so I'm going to go over here. Oh, I'm off the paper. Oh, all right, so I'll get on the paper and I'll just do this lower portion. It seems to me that looking at it, and I don't know anything about this, so this may be totally wrong. Seems to me the snowy owl weighs a great deal. Maybe it's just fluffing up its feathers here, and that's why it appears to have such a big body. The snowy owl lives in the Arctic. All right, now I'll put some eyes in. This is a seeing exercise, remember. The eyes may not be where they're supposed to be. I have no idea. And then there's an area of feathers, and here's the beak, and that's enough. Oh my goodness, look at that. It doesn't look like a snowy owl at all. However, the head is here, the eyes are here, there are 3 portions of wings, and the feet are here. So I have accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. This is a blind. I'm going to do it in cursive. B-L-I-N-D. A blind drawing. A blind drawing means you don't look at the paper. You don't cheat. Now, there's something called semi-blind. You look at the paper every now and then, but not often, to kind of get your place. But I think a blind drawing is almost a better way to do. Now, I'm still trying to do the snowy owl, but I'm doing exercises kind of ahead of time. Now, that's a bad word. I'm doing seeing exercises, activities. All right, now I'm going to do a gesture, and I'm going to do it more quickly. and I have to decide what to use, a black crayon, a thin marker, or a thicker marker. Here is what I can't use. I can't use the pencil. I can't use my favorite ordinary old yellow pencil. I can't even use a drawing pencil. This is a very thick, soft pencil, but it doesn't show well enough for television. Foo. So that's the way it is. All right, on we go. This is going to be a gesture drawing, and I think I will try, let's see how the black crayon goes. All right, gesture. Here we go. And again, sketchy. Wait, tape it so it doesn't move. There. All right. The head. Feathers everywhere. Of course, the snowy owl lives in the Arctic, so it has to be able to fly, get off the ground easily, fly long distances, has to keep warm, but of course it's adapted to the place where it lives. And I used to know the names of these different feathers, but that's long gone. When I taught junior high school, I taught birds and feathers, and it was great fun. All right, now, let me see, this is gesture, but so I can't spend too long, but here are the eyes. The eyes seem to be curved at the top and curved at the bottom, almost the same. And then, I guess this is a pupil, just as the way we have pupils. And then we have some feathers that go like this. And then here's the beak. And I think it's important for us to get the eyes and the beak. That distinguishes it as a bird. And feathers everywhere. And then darker markings. I guess those delineate the feathers. All right, so this is my gesture drawing. A gesture drawing is fairly quick, and it incorporates everything. I'm just realizing, wait, I can make this look there. That delineates the head better. That's the gesture. All right, now, oh my goodness, there's not much time. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I am going to put this on hold, and before I start the extended drawing, I'm going to show you some things that I did at home. I had a paper bag, and I have a cyclamen plant. And I just took the black marker, and I was just sitting there. And I thought, okay, draw a few leaves. So I drew a few leaves, and then I drew the few blossoms that are left at that point. And then I thought, okay, put the container it's in. And then I thought, okay, put black in the background because that'll make it pop out. That always is a good idea. If you want something to pop out, put something dark, and then the lighter will come forward. And then I thought, okay, get the crayons. So I got the crayons. And then I thought you could really, use different colors of crayon. I thought, no, that's it. That's the end. That's enough. But I enjoyed it so much because I saw every leaf. I saw the blossoms. By the way, I have nurtured the plant, cut off some leaves, and there are new flowers that are growing higher and taller. Amanda Gorman spoke at President Biden's inauguration. She was amazing, absolutely amazing. And she said this on Facebook. Well, this was on Facebook. People say, oh, Facebook, I don't like it. Well, I do like it, because sometimes I learn things I wouldn't know otherwise. She said, being an artist is about how and why I touch people's lives. Even if it's only one person, even if that is myself in the process of art making. She also said, being an artist, my value as an artist doesn't come from how much I create. I think that mindset comes from capitalism. Being an artist is about how and why I touch people's lives. Now, along those same lines, And I wanted to share this with you. The Chaffee Arts Center had a meeting. 4 women artists spoke about their process and how art was healing, particularly during this time of COVID. Fran Bull said the words that are on this piece of paper. I drew the crocuses first as I waited for her to start talking, and then I started writing down her words. Art is therapeutic. She said, I heal myself. There are many issues, but I objectify my feelings. I take my woe, my anger, and then I make art. The art travels so other people can look at it and leaves me with peace of mind. She has her artwork in Barcelona as well as various other places. There are 3 little drawings that I did of her artwork. She had a video with the drawings that she had during the time of COVID, and they were wonderful. If this ever gets, if there's a videotape of these 4 artists talking, I would love it. All right, she talked about feelings. All right, this is when I'm feeling stressed, frustrated, depressed, almost anything. What I do is I write down ARG. I don't know where I got that. I don't know whether that's a legitimate word that means the same thing to other people as it means to me, but somehow it helps me. And this particular one I did with color and line, and it shows how I felt. Now this is a more positive thing, but this is the same thing. This is line and color, and this is laugh. That helps me just looking at it, actually, because we have to find ways to laugh. We have to look at funny movies or find funny people or do something that helps us to laugh. There are funny songs. All right, now this is a little bit of this and that. This is something that I saw. I saw the moon, I saw the mountains, and I saw the clouds. And then I took 2 colors and I just kind of drew them. So it's a memory. It didn't take a long time. It's not a copy of what I saw. It kind of gives the mood of what I saw. Now this is different. This is a card. It's a line drawing with color in it. It's a birthday card. Hope you have a smashing birthday. And I did a drawing after this. I didn't make it into a birthday picture, but I had great fun. Sometimes if you copy or start to copy from somebody else, you can learn something. This I love. That's what we're longing for, all of us. Notice the pig. The pig is a line drawing with color. And the sun is orange, and the background is yellow, and the grass is green. And it's all about spring, and the warmth, and the good feeling, and the smile that we have on our faces. Here's a plug. Draw your hand. Your hand is with you always. Always with you. That's a quick drawing of a hand. That's a gesture drawing, essentially. I didn't put down my hand and trace around it. It almost looks as if I did. I just did it. Now you can go small. This is a Post-it note, of course. A Post-it note has paper that's a reasonable size. You don't have to fill up everything if you don't want to. Here, this was some butter that had melted. Will that show? I think so. Yes, that was butter on a plate. You can't see it's butter on a plate. You would have no idea that it is. But I thought to myself, okay, you don't want melted butter, honey, so you better take care of it. And this is, there is a famous painting called The Scream, and sometimes we like to scream. And this is my scream one morning, quickly, to get rid of my feelings of whatever they were. I don't know whether it was frustration or stress or, I have no idea what it was, but it was a negative feeling. And sometimes, if you put the scream on paper, you feel better. This is receipt art. We get receipts now, many of us, because we are charging things on a charge card instead of using cash or a check. I love tulips. The deer ate the few tulips I had, so I gave up. But anyway, that's receipt art. There's a receipt on the other side. You have receipts, they're paper, why not use them? Here is a message to myself, receipt art, to get outdoors. Because we're indoors in this climate in Vermont much of the time. It's important to get outdoors. All right, let's see. I've got a few minutes left. I will start the snowy owl, and I will finish it at home, because then I can have time to do it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go slowly, because this is going to be the extended drawing. Something very relaxing about doing this. Nope, this goes down here more. I watched some shows on YouTube, painting shows, and one of the artists said, very difficult to make art and talk at the same time. And I think that's true. They use different parts of the brain. But if you're on television, you try to talk and draw at the same time. Now these are giant wings. I know what I might do at home. I might copy this on my copier and have lighter lines. Okay, not much time left. So I would like to put in another plug for the murals downtown. The murals are wonderful. You can take a walk downtown and just bump into the murals, or you can get the card with the map on it. Chaffee Art Center, I bet if you Google online, downtownrutland.com, you could find out where to get a map. But in any case, I hope that you decide to enjoy some art, do some art, draw. Make a line or lines, scribble, make doodles, and draw. You will enjoy your visual sense, and you will grow. So I'm trying to involve you in drawing, in art. Benjamin Franklin said, get people involved. So that's what I'm trying to do. My email address is there. If you want to email me, by all means do it. Draw. Bye-bye.